Top of the morning, dear lads. My name is Jacksepticeye. Just kidding. Anyways. You know, you have to fully commit to it before you just say words. You can't just say things and then get away with it, you know? Anyways, today we're going to be rating all of the Die of Death skins. Yes, even the scrapped ones. On a tier list. Now, I haven't, ignore my background, I haven't brought up the tier list yet, but I'm pretty sure I can find it easily. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can find it easily, like I said. Okay, fashionably lit, yeah, so they should have everything on here. This is the fashionably lit one. Does that have everything? Shut up. This looks like everything is on here. Yep, looks like all skins in the game. Okay, if I don't lag, though. If I don't lag, we'll be able to get this done and over with quite easily, you know, guys? Alright, guys, we'll be able to get this done very easily, as long as I don't lag. Did I join the same server? No, I left the game a while ago, the server. Okay. AFK mode and kind mode on. Actually, no, I just need AFK mode on. Alright, let's go to the shop. Killers. Alright. First killer that we're going to be ranking, Pursuer. Let me go ahead and set the tier list real quick. I probably also should lower the game audio, since we're going to listen to chase scenes on the line and not in the game. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Lower the game audio. Audio... music. There we go, that's good. Alright, first killer, Pursuer. Now, the first skin we are going to be ranking is the Avoiders. Well, actually, no, we need Basement. Do they have Base Pursuer here? They do not have Base Pursuer. Okay, well, we'll get Base Pursuer from here, then. Let me just go ahead and unclip the skin I have on. I just gotta leave and then go back. Okay, there's Pursuer. There's Pursuer. Here is the basic Pursuer skin. Well, not really. No, okay, not skin. Here's default Pursuer. Default Pursuer. You know, his usual design hasn't really changed much. He still has the white head, the weird face. He has the slate skin body, and he has a sword. Nothing too different about it. I think I'm going to put Pursuer. I think I'll give the base Pursuer design just the A tier because it's iconic. I like the base purple. Hold on, give me a second. Have to lock in for a moment there, you know. Pursuer, Bagware, Artful, Killjoy, Harkin. Alright, so how we're ranking these is I have the give me a moment. I can understand that's going to be a little bit annoying. How do I... sound effects? Yeah, sound effects are completely silent now. Good. Alright. It's still playing that. That's a music? That freaking is a music? Alright. Whatever. Alright, so we have Pursuer here, Badware, Artful, Killjoy, and Harkin in the tier lists. Let me go ahead and change the color since it would fit better. Wait, can I make the text white? I'll make it white then. Artful is going to be yellow for banana. Killjoy is going to be red, obviously. Harkin is going to be yellow. Alright, so how we have the tier list here is Pursuer, Badware, Artful, Killjoy, and Harkin. Now, the worst skin, I think the worst skin is going to go in the bottom slot. It's going to go in there first. I'm going to go through the order of skins and base them on how I like them and whatnot. So, let's get started with Pursuer. Like I said, base Pursuer, nothing too bad. It's iconic. It's very, you know, it's been Pursuer's design basically since, almost since basically the start of Die Death. Actually, yeah, I think the start of Die Death, because Game with Killers was actually what Die Death really was before, but you know, it became Die of Death. And I think they changed Pursuer's design later into Die Death. Actually, Rude. Anyways, like I said here, we have... Okay, I really don't know how to do a tier list, man. I can't stay focused. Base Pursuer, I'd give it, you know, you can't really rank it. I can't really even rank the Base Pursuer because it's not on the tier list. We're also going to be ranking chase themes as well, which means I got to pull up another tier list for the chase themes. Give me a moment, I just got to copy the tab. New tab at tab? No, duplicate tab. There we go. There we go, perfect. Is that going to duplicate the, is it going to do this too? Is it going to, it changes that, it finishes that too. Okay, first tier list is going to be about the skins, second one about the chase themes. Let's get started. Anyways, the first skin, Avoider. Let's go ahead and listen to the Avoider chase theme. Well, actually, no, we're doing the Avoider, we're doing the chase themes after I put the skin. Alright, so Avoider. Let's go ahead and get a good look at it. Avoider skin. It's basically just Pursuer but inverted. The sword is white. They have white slate skin and they have a black head with a pink mouth. That's basically Avoider's design. It's basically just an alternate Pursuer. There's nothing bad about it. Well, actually, it doesn't even look that good. I like the render on it though. The render, I don't know where Avoider is in the render, but I'm going to put Avoider in honestly the lowest spot. I don't like the skin that much. I really don't. Now we have Phantasm. This is basically just Pursuer, but he has the Ghostwalker sword and a Phantasm looking face. I don't really know how this fits Pursuer, considering the fact that, you know, like, well, I don't really know what to really think about it personally, honestly. I mean, it doesn't look that bad, honestly. I have no idea what I'm doing. Give me a moment, guys. I had to recollect my thoughts, you know. Did it kick me out the shop menu? It did. That's kind of mean. Kick me out the shop menu like that. Oh, cookie thing. Yep, makes sense. Anyways, back to Pursuer. We're gonna put the skin. Honestly, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. We're gonna put it above Avoider though. Avoider is cheap, only 100 points. This one is 150 points. Probably some of your first skins that you're gonna get. Honestly, really. But honestly, I think Phantasm has to go above Avoider, because Avoider is just an inverted. It's just inverted, while Phantasm is just, at least it has a custom face expression and a custom sword. It has a custom sword, the Ghostwalker, and also a custom face. While Avoider is just inverted Pursuer. That's nothing really different about it. Now moving on to, well, this is out of order. On my screen is Zombie. But in the game, but on the tier list is Classic. So we're gonna rate Classic next. Classic has, I think that might be the Fireband. I think the Fireband's a little bit more brighter than that, but it's, you know, I think that might be the Fireband because it looks red, like a maroon color. This is what Pursuer looked like back in the, well, it says right there, based off older version of this game that was hosted in Game Nights. His name is Friendbro. This thing is named Friendbro. And I personally can't really put this in a bad spot because a certain pink hedgehog is going to kill me. I'm looking at you, buddy. Anyways, I like the new render. TikTok, you all will deplete, I think is what that says. But yeah, it looks pretty decent to me. I like it. I like its chase theme too, but we're gonna get to the chase themes later. Let's go ahead and put this above Phantasm and Avoider. Now we have the first zombie skin. There are 3 zombie skins. This is the first zombie skin. I honestly don't like it. It doesn't look like a zombie at all. I mean, the only thing I see about a zombie is the blood, the face, and the green skin, and maybe the ribcage. But other than that, how is this really a zombie? What does the rotting legs and the rotting arm have to do with a zombie? I honestly don't think it's a zombie. It doesn't look like a zombie at all. Yes, a zombie can have rotting skin, but That's rotting metal. I know what materials are on Roblox. That's rotting metal. Why is their legs metal? Why is their arm metal? That doesn't make any sense for a zombie. Now, I can understand maybe like metal parts around the arm if they're like an experimented zombie, but from the render, they're crawling from a grave. So they're not experimented on. They're just a normal zombie that came out of the ground. So, honestly, I don't like the first zombie skin, and I'm going to put it below Phantasm. We got Showtime playing. You know, I'm just gonna mute the game. Just gonna mute the game. Because I don't want to spoil Showtime. We're gonna be ranking the LMS themes as well. Anyways, yeah. Next up for the next zombie skin is... Oh yeah, this is the right one. Wait, no, that's not the right one. Not the right one. This is Zombie 1. It looks even more uglier than the base one. It's all of its limbs are rotted and it only has a green face. It just looks completely horrible. At least it has a custom thing. It has a knife instead of a long sword. I like that it has a custom sword. But other than that, it's just like a reskin, and it's boring. And I don't like the rotting metal. I don't like the rotting metal, like I said 1,000 times. So Zombie 1, you're gonna have to go below. You're gonna have to actually go below Avoider. You know what? I'll be generous. I'll put you above Avoider because Avoider, like I said, is just inverted pursuer, while Zombie 1 it just sucks. Now we have Zombie 2, Wave 1. Zombie 2 has a custom linked sword, has the cool zombie staff, and from its render, it is a zombie king. It's a zombie king from its render. It is a zombie king. Hold on, let me switch. It's a zombie king because it has the zombie staff, so it's summoning zombies. So it makes sense why it would have different clothes and like face marks and stuff. Because it's a leader. It's a zombie summoner, a zombie controller, zombie leader. So it makes sense. It's better than all of these skins right here. You can't beat the classics, but I think that this is better than all those 4-pack skins. Now we... Kick me off the door menu again. How dare you. Evil and scary. Now we have... Where is it? There it is. We have Zombie 3. This thing is disgusting. It's just disgusting. I like how it has a stop sign as this thing, and it's called Roadkill. I don't know what this is based off of, other than the oozing thing accessory, but I don't really like it that much. I mean, again, with the rotting metal, I don't understand how this maybe it's an experiment. I think this one is actually supposed to be an experiment because it has an eyeball in his mouth. No zombie would have an eyeball in his mouth, so unless it's an experiment. So this makes sense why it would have metal across itself this time. Personally, I like this skin a lot more than the other zombie skins. Whenever I use a zombie skin, I use this one a lot more than the other ones. I like it. It looks creepy. It fits the scary vibe that's trying to go for. So I'm going to put it above the zombie skins and above Phantasm. It just doesn't look better than the Zombie 2, though. Next up, we have Meat Ward. Or Meat Wad. And it's just meat, bro. He has a meat cleaver as his weapon, which is, again, custom. I like it. His arms are meat things with mouths on them, though. So, it doesn't really make sense to me how the meat arms are, part of him. His entire torso right here, this is a sausage. So you can tell by the little Lego pieces on the ends of it. That's a sausage. His head is a big mouth, but still, personally, I don't really like this. Look at you, you've got no meat on your bones. And that leg, I don't know why one of his legs is wood and one of them is whatever that material is. I just don't like it. But I do like its chase stand, which we will be getting to once again. So for the skin, I'm going to put it above all the zombie skins and Phantasm. Actually, you know what? We'll put it above the oozing as well. Actually, never mind. That right there is fine. Next up, we have Fresh Run. How is it already LMS? Next up, we have Fresh Run. Metal baseball bat, again, with the custom cleave. I think every Pursuer skin has a custom cleave. Yeah. Well, besides this one. This one has Telemon Sword, but we'll get to Meat Quote. Fresh Run. He has Run on the back of his shirt. It's basically just Baseball Pursuer. I like it. It looks really nice. I don't know how I feel about the mouth being blue, and the mouth is definitely different than Base Pursuer. As you can see here, if we go out and go to the normal mouth, the mouth is definitely different. The Pursuer's mouth is like downwards, when if you go up to the Fresh Run, it's actually smiling. It's like, ugh. But I like it. So I'm going to put Fresh Run in above Meat Wad, and above Meat Wad, and above Oozing actually. I like Fresh Run. Now for the alternate skin, we have Stale Run. Now Stale Run is the exact same thing, but recolored to be a red baseball. So it's just gonna. I honestly like the blue one a lot more than the red one, so it's gonna go below blue, but basically in the same spot that the one was. Now we have Painkiller. If you don't know who this is based off of, this is based off of a Forsaken / Dideath / ASM YouTuber, Meatkill. Now I have no personal offense to Meatkill, but I don't like him. I don't like Meatkill. Every time I see one of his videos, it just feels like it's complaining about every little single thing inside of an ASIM. There's been multiple people, actually, who have, called him out for this, on him being wrong in some certain aspects of what he's doing for videos. I don't like Meatkill for that, but he's not a bad person. Obviously, he's just a normal YouTuber trying to get through his day as any other person would be, just without the YouTuber part. But his skin in the game, I do like it. I do like it. It's like a doctor gone mad or something, like maybe a mad scientist kind of vibe. I like it. I don't like how one of his arms, I don't like how one of his arms, once again, is rotting, or if that's dirt. That's either dirt, dried blood, or just his arm freaking being dirt. I don't like that. But everything else looks good about the skin. I like it. It looks pretty nice. I like the whole the old vibe with it. Like it's like rotting, like I said before. Maybe that's why that arm is there. It's like rotting. The coat is messed up. The gloves are dirty, obviously. Even the stethoscope on his head is dirty. With the rotting green. And I like the blood on his face. I also like his render, how he's killing a civilian with his big syringe. Again, another custom model, his syringe with thing. I think it should have a custom animation of him taking it off and then pushing the little thing on the back down while stabbing the civilian, and then if it doesn't land, the red juice inside of the syringe just pops out on the ground like a splatter. It's just like a cool little visual effect thing. I think that would look nice. The Painkiller, skin pretty nice. You stop looking DMs. I'm going to put it above Zombie 1. Zombie 2. I like it. Now for the alternate skin, we have Slaughterhook, which honestly I think should be alternate skin for Meat Wad, because it's about meat. This dude's entire render is he has meat, and he's putting civilians that he kills in a meat shop. So I don't understand why this is alternate skin for Painkiller instead of Meat Wad, but I think this should have been its own skin, and then Meat Wad should have been the alternate skin. Just saying. But it's Dideath, and I'm not the one making the game. They decide whatever alternate skin goes to who and whatnot. But I'm just saying, I think it would fit more. Anyways, I like his little design. It's like a chef butcher kind of thing. Kill civilians, obviously. I like the chef hat, the blood. I like the little exposed rib cage. Gives me what is it called? Like an old vibe feeling. I don't know what to really call it. I like the civilian head on his side as well. It shows that he really is brutal. He will kill you, because if he's bold enough to have a civilian head cling to his belt or whatever that's called, his belt, then I think he would honestly just kill you without a second doubt, which makes him really more terrifying, and I think that makes him better than Meatkill. Oh, and yeah, Painkiller is better than Classic. I'm sorry, Jab. You can't say forever. Meatkill, but Painkiller and Slaughterhook are better than Classic. I gotta give it to them. Now we go on to Maze Guy. I don't like this skin, and you want to know why? It's because of its mouth and it's because of its head. Why? I don't like how his head is red. It doesn't fit with it. I like how his limbs have like little mazes on them though. That's really interesting. How his limbs have maze parts on them. I like how his sword is also like his sword kind of reminds me of a lightsaber. I like it, but I don't like anything else about this skin. So I'm going to put the skin. Wait, where is it? I'm going to put the skin below Fresh Run and Stale Run. It honestly might be below. Yeah, it's below Oozing. I don't like it. In fact, it might be below Meatwad. Yeah, it's below Meatwad. I don't like that skin at all. And now onto the alternate skin, Hardest Game. This is based off, well, obviously, the Hardest Game. I like it. The colors actually match up. It's purple with like a lime green that matches up, and it shows like the little, the Hardest Game thing on him. It's much more cleaner than the Maze Guy, since Maze Guy is just black with the blue maze, but this actually has things moving inside of the little maze thing in the Hardest Game, and even has like a little finish line on his, I'll call that his toe, his leg, his toe. So, excuse me. So Hardest Game, better than Maze Guy, better than Meat Kill, and better than Oozing and Stale Run. I'll put it in the middle. I like it a lot. I like the vibe of it. Now we move on to Morph Magic. This skin, I didn't like it at first because, what the heck is this? How do you even take this in? Its arm is a baby, bro. It swings with its arm. One of its forelegs is a baby. Its other leg/foot is a cat. One of it's a bunny. But, it's a mix of everything because it's Morph Magic. It's supposed to be a Morph Magic thing. But I don't really understand how this is, how this fits Pursuer in any way. I like the custom sword it has, the little bamboo-looking sword hammer thing. I like it a little bit, but Morph Magic, I honestly don't think that it deserves anything higher than Maze Kill, really. Maze Guy. I don't like him. Now we're moving on to the Stalker. Now, obviously, based off the Stalker Reborn, and looks really nice. I like his little red and black design. I like the red eyes. I actually really like Stalker's design, and I actually think this might be the Firebrand sword this time here. Which also looks really nice. I like how he moves. I like his little stance that he got going on. I even like his run animation that he has too. But other than that, Stalker is basically pretty good, and I think it deserves above Fresh Run. Above Fresh Run. Now we have Meatquotes. Gosh dang it. Power of Friendship movement. Are these people still in the game? Yeah, I plan to play with them later because this is pretty much an active server and whatnot. I'm gonna also fix my settings after that, but we'll talk about that later. Meatquote. Me quotes. Anyways, this guy's on the floor with a sword in his heart saying, and quote, please don't kill me. So this guy has a heart. He has like a heart, which means he technically can die, but in Die Death lore, he is immortal. So he literally stabs himself with the sword, and he's immortal. He cannot die. Meatquote is immortal in Die Death. And also, Meatquote is also apparently canon in Die Death. He's canon. Meatquote is canon. So, we have freaking two crazy people running on the loose. I don't know why Meatquote is killing people. I think it's because they hurt him, or because they try to kill him. Even though he said, or like, maybe the please don't kill me is like a taunt. Is like, please don't kill me. And he knows that he literally cannot be killed or cannot die. So when they try to kill him, he ends up killing them instead because he cannot be killed. He may have blood, a sword impaled in his chest, and a scared face, and he even screams in pain, but he can't die. He can feel pain, but he can't die. So, Miquote's lore and everything pretty much cool. But now about the skin itself. It has a sword, and it's custom sword. It takes the sword out of his chest and swings forward with it. It's a Telemon sword, obviously. So he probably got this from the Roblox HQ. So another theory that I have is that Miquote maybe lived on the Roblox HQ island, and you know, that's how they would have Telemon sword. I don't really have a further theory to expand upon with this, but I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? How would Miquote have one of Telemon's swords if, you know, Miquote didn't live on the Roblox HQ island? So I think Miquote is, you know, who used to live on Roblox HQ island and had to evacuate and stuff like that. But regardless of Miquote's lore, Miquote's skin is pretty nice. I like it. The sword, obviously, the blood splatter. I like his intro. I like his scream, I guess. His face, everything. Everything is just pretty decent about the skin. I'm going to put it above this guy, the hardest game guy. Now, we have the alternate skin. I quote. This thing is ugly as hell. I'm sorry. Well, this custom sword is smaller than a normal sword. It has the word I quote across its chest. I mean, I guess the only thing funny about the skin is that it scratches his butt, kind of. Which basically indicates that it has a butt. I mean, I don't know like the implication of that, but you know. Its eyes are weird. I don't like its eyes. I don't like its face. I don't really like much about the skin. So, this thing is just really ugly. I don't know. Worse than zombie, the normal zombie. I don't know, man. Alright, now we have Claws Guy. This guy is, you know, Claws Guy, and it's pretty good. I like a Claws Guy. I like Claws Guy's design. It's not the best, but I like it for what it can be and what it is. The Claws Guy, just based off of your line, I don't really need to go in depth about your design. You were found in a toolbox called Evil Stalking Guy with Claws. So, Evil Stalking Guy with Claws, or Claws Guy, you get the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to put you above Oozing and Stale Blood. Actually, you know, we'll put you above Hardest Skin too, because you're pretty good for a skin, and your chase team is even better. Again, we'll get back to the chase teams. Now we have Seesaw. Seesaws. Seesaw is actually a girl in Die of Death War, and this is a woman, guys. You remember, this is a woman. Or girl, if that makes sense. They don't have an arm. They have an arm, but one of them is missing, or just not there at all. They have bolts for one of their arms. They have a saw in their arm. They have a saw blade for their hand. They have a saw on the back of their back, and they're basically just metal. But I like them. I like Seesaw. It's a pretty good skin. Seesaws, you get to go above Claws Guy and Miquote. I personally like you a lot. Now we have Thek. Originates from Blox Cards. This is basically Die of Death's or Blox Cards imagination on Jeff the Killer. Yeah, we couldn't give Pursuer Jeff the Killerkin. What? We couldn't give Pursuer a Jeff the Killer skin, so we decided to give him this rip-off Artful skin. He has a cloak looking like he's gonna turn invisible. He has a hat looking like Artful. He has a sickle. That is a sickle, guys. That is a sickle. That's what that's called. That's a sickle. It's pretty long for the sickle, and honestly, if he can wield a weapon like that, then that proves how dangerous he is. He also is a magician. This dude is a magician as well. Because when his stock animation is like him going invisible, like the cloak animation, like sped up, like, and it's like, you can't see what I'm doing right now, but it's basically the cloak animation is what I was doing. But I like the skin for what it is. It's a cool collab skin. Better than Morph Magic, Meat, and Oozing. You go there, buddy. Actually, you're better than the Stale Run too. What am I doing? Put that there. Better than the Stale Run as well. Power of Friend. No one's talking to the server anymore? Wow. Alright. Well, back to Pursuer. Some should say some would say I probably should just write one section of the skin as a part, and then upload it, and then delete the thing, and then upload it again, and then upload the next part, because this is already 30 minutes, and we're not even done with the first character. So yeah, Screecher. I like it. It fits the horror vibe of Pursuer, and what it looks like before it transforms into this horrid creature is really cool. It's like a fake out, if you will. Like, you would expect to see this horrifying thing, but in game you see Pursuer, but he's like, messed up a little bit. His hands are more triangular, and his body is more, I would say, hunter-like. His body is like the female torso to make it feel like he's a hunter as well, which makes him more scary and, things like that. I also see in the render this person either has a shotgun or a crowbar, and that is just a really creepy render entirely. So, Screecher, you go all the way up here past Classic, just from how good you are. Chase Team's good too, we'll get to that. Bling! The old Mastery skin for Pursuer back in the Die of Death update after Quality of Life, I think? The Quality of Life? Because the game was basically the same after Quality of Life for the next, 9 months. But, I like the sword, I like the little watch he has, I like the Robux spell, I don't really like the green spray can, because it's just a recolored spray can, but whatever. I like the sunglasses, I like the hat, I like the little golden tooth he has, and I like his pants and sneakers, or I would like to say Jordans. But other than that, Bling Pursuer, yeah, you go all the way up here past Classic. You don't beat Screecher, but you're really good for the old Mastery. Now I have Fayman. I am a monster in the story. This is the new Mastery Pursuer skin. Has a large cape, has gears inside of him, which it has a whole saw blade. It has saws connected to his arms, which I think entails that Mastery Pursuer in new Die Death lore is he's been experimented on, or maybe he's dying or growing old because he has horns now. He has cogs inside of him. He has saws connected to his body. Mo's even wearing some new kicks. Maybe he's rotting away, or he's become such a skilled and advanced hunter that, yeah. And he's holding his sword now. It's not on his back anymore. He's holding it, and that sword has I think that sword is a bunch of swords combined together into one big giant thing, which just proves how cool the skin looks. So Fayman, I'm gonna put you above Classic, bro. You don't beat Bling Pursuer. Bling Pursuer is just too much Classic to beat. Now Watchlight. I've grown to like the skin, the lantern, and all the flashlights look cool. And then I like the little missing poster. Some people speculate that this is actually Flashlight, which I don't know how it would be possible, because why would Flashlight become a terrifying hunter to kill people after going missing? I think Pursuer is just maybe so fascinated with Flashlight, he tried copying his whole entire tried to get in disguise or something like that. Pursuer's trying to disguise himself. Because I don't think that this is Flashlight, because as you see in the render, we have someone with a flashlight, and then there's Watchlight right there. It doesn't make sense for this to be Flashlight, because if this is Flashlight, then why is he doing this? How would he have survived, and why would he just go insane after doing this for no reason and start killing people? I don't know, but I like the skin better than Zombie 2. I don't like him more than Classic Boy, though. Alright, that's all the Pursuer skins. Now let's get to ranking the chase themes on the Pursuer skins, and then we'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and mute all the music if I can. I still hear it. You can't put it to 0 exactly, but I think it's low enough to the point where I can still hear this in here. I also need to turn this down so y'all don't get jump scared. Alright, the chase themes we go. And we're also gonna start ranking them on their chase themes down. Soundtrack, Die of Death. Here are all the Pursuer chase themes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fresh meat. First up, starvation. Is it? Yeah. Alright. That is how you do a chase theme right there. That is just beautiful. Uh, we'll use I don't know. We'll use Stale Run as the alternate. Since Stale Run and Fresh Run have the exact same chase theme, we'll use them as since it is the most close that looks like Pursuer. So Stale Run, we'll use you as base Pursuer at the top immediately for now. For now, of course. Let's see if anything beats you. On to Impentance, which is the Avoider skin for Pursuer. I don't. I just wrote. First of all, the intro was so long. The intro was like 45 seconds. I think it starts. Yeah, intro's like the long repeating intro is basically half the darn text. Basically half the darn chasing was this long repeating intro. And then only here it starts getting good. And then I hear the "You are an idiot" ha 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 motif or little thing in there near the end around this part. I hear that. Let's see if you can hear it too. Okay, I think I went too far ahead, but you know what? I don't like this at all. I just don't. You're going in the bottom of the list again, pal. You suck. You suck. Alright, on to Phantasm. Or not, because the game's like, hey, why don't you go to the intro cutscene? because it's not like you're busy looking at the shop. Great job, game. It's not like I can't turn off the intro cutscenes in the dark settings. Or can I? No, can't. Starvation is one of my favorite themes. I love Starvation's. I love Starvation, which is good. On the Frightened, which is fantastic chess theme. Yeah, yeah, I'm not feeling that. I was not feeling that at all. Somehow you managed to be worse than Repentance. How do you manage that? How do you genuinely manage that to be worse than Repentance? Alright, now Apocalypse, which is the escape for Zombie 1, Zombie 2, Zombie 3, and Zombie. See? I was bobbing my head to that a little bit. That's way better than whatever the freak they were thinking on these last two. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, on to classic, bro. They're still in Gunslinger? It's been like 3 minutes, bro. On to a friend's, bro. nice song. I don't need to say nothing. Y'all heard the song. Come on. It was so bad I literally left room to drink. 2 drinks, actually. I spent the time going to make 2 drinks while this played. This is mid! I hear no beatdown. I hear no nothing. How do you manage to do this, bro? How? Genuinely, how do you manage to fumble a song so on a fresh run? Where's the tab? There it is. Batter up. That's basically the everything. I don't think there's anything else in the end. Yeah, it's the same theme twice. So I let Fun Bowl play out because that was just peak. Batter up. Go ahead and put the baseball down to Sewer. Yeah, at least you're better than me, Paul. Someone better give me a good thing, bro. Patient 0, let's go. it's just too low on the beat for me. I don't like it that much. I mean, Kill Your Song is something else. Better than Meat Wad, but I, no, I don't like it that much. Not that much at all. All right, on to Maze Guy. Please be good. Oh my gosh. That's one of the best ones I've heard yet. That's one of the best ones I've heard yet. That end part though, that sounds like Sonic drowning music. Hold on. No, that's the best one. That's the best one until we find something better. That's the best one. I'm sorry, classic, but oh my gosh, that that hurt to listen to because I want more of it. That it cut off so a little too early at the end there, but it's good. It's good. I'm gonna be honest. That did not sound like a chase theme. That sounded like one of those old marble race videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, search it up on YouTube. Those old marble racing videos. You know what I'm talking about. Those little like it came with a cool little track theme. I think you know what I'm talking about, but you know. It sounds more like that than it actual face team, so sorry, buddy. You're worse than Painkiller. I don't know what to say. Alright, Stalker is up next, I think. Or is that talking about a mission? Let me go ahead and order them then. How am I supposed to get ordered? I'm going to order them. I'm going to put you guys down here so you guys are just variants. Stalker, it says it's amalgamation. Amalgamation, I quote Stalker and then Claws guy. Okay. Amalgamation, Stalker, me quote, not quote. She's just alternate. And Claws guy, Seasaws maybe? Seasaws doesn't have a different weakness. Doesn't have anything. Screecher. Feck, Screecher. Feck, Screecher. Payment, please. Okay, there we go. All ordered up. Let's get back to the songs. Amalgamation's up next. Decent. I like it. It's pretty fun. It's something I would listen to maybe once or twice. Better than Painkiller. I'm also going to forget most of these themes, except for iconic ones like this one. I'm confident. I'm joking. Cocker. You surprised me. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. But, anyways, time for the sack. Okay. Like a little mystical, like a, magical stuff. I'm gonna just cut it off right there. It's too calm, bro. There's supposed to be a mass magician like murder, and you have this big weapon for a cleave, and your chase team just sucks, bro. What do you want me to do with it? I didn't want to do with it. I'm sorry, Miko. I didn't want to do with it. What do you want me to do with this, man? At least it's better than the kill. Actually, it was worse than the kill is. Or whatever the fuck the name is. Alright, dinner is ready. as always, go show love to these creators who make songs. Absolutely love the Screecher song. Beautiful. Loved it. Better than Fresh Run. Actually, better than Stalker. Stalker. It's just, it was upbeat. No, it was more. It fits the scary vibe of Screecher. It fits it. It just does. Oh boy. Yeah, that that's that. That's really that. Honestly, not here. It's not here. I did like the harmonica part. This one's better than Banco, but all right. I think this one should actually be good. After two L's. Oh boy, thick. Wrong one. I like it. It's the old mastery professor, but now it's just a normal VIP skin. But now, pretty good, pretty good. Better than the base team. Better than the base team. All right. Last one. Well, besides some extras, but last one besides some extras.
Pickinson, and it's way too quiet. Why is it so quiet? Well, I don't believe that the song being quiet was the music's fault per se, but it's not that doesn't mean the music was good either. Half the song was bad, and then it started getting good way too close to the end of the song. It started playing the harmonica at freaking 1:45. So watch light, you gotta go all the way down here past Richard, past Opera Block, past Restaurant. You just suck, man. In fact, you're above Feynman because of the harmonica. Actually, no, Feynman's harmonica was much better than yours. Like, just sucks. Anyways, that's if all the Pursuer skins, but there's some old ones. We have Starvation V1, which was from uh yeah. This is from the very old Pursuer face themes. Honestly, they should keep that theme for some kind of skin, cause that is good. Now, what image am I going to use for it? Slaughterhook, I suppose. Um, I mean, it's good. It's not better than Base Pursuer, I really like the harmonica ending part though. That was good. That was just good. All right, on to V2. This is what it was like before the fashionably late update. Or never mind, it was. I don't know. It was all right. A little bit of an upgrade, just a little bit on the ending part. But I like the first, the V1 ending part a lot more than that. So I'm going to use for this season. Um, we're just gonna put you below it, better than zombie. This is the old Play My Maze game. As you can see, the new one is longer, while the old one is 20 something seconds shorter. So. Yeah, I can see why they remade it. Well, I'm gonna use for this zombie one, I guess. Lord have mercy. All right, one more. That's just way too slow. Way too slow. Um, yeah, you're going to last place, buddy. I'm not about to listen to 2 minutes of slowness. All right, the Kidless V2 is better than that. You can tell. All right, this is scrapped or removed. This was Minecraft Pursuer. It was going to be a Minecraft skin for Pursuer. Can we add that back, please? like it. We'll use iCloud for this. Pretty solid. Pretty good. Yeah. It's pretty solid. Mm-hmm. Not better than Squisher. Goodness gracious. But yeah. But yeah. Alright, this is Miso. Pretty decent, I guess. I don't, I'm not really feeling that start up with that. But, yeah. Now for Fake Out. I think I heard this one before. Not sure. Of course. Alright. Last song. Yeah, it's okay. It's good. Better than Watch Light. Alright, that's all for Pursuer's Chase themes and all of the related skins. See you guys next time. Or something, whatever. Bye. It's part 1. Hour, 30 minutes. Gosh dang it, bro. I'm gonna start recording part 2 as soon as I get part 1 up on the globe. See y'all next time. Part 2 is gonna be Badware, by the way. Little spoiler in case you didn't look at the tier list and see that Badware was next on our list. Some of these chase scenes piss me off, bro. Especially with like